Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Vernice. I am a local real estate broker here on the Central Coast. Grew up here, raised my kids here, and I'm still here. This video, we're going to break down the current real estate market in San Luis Obispo County. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to take April 2023, the month, and May 2023, the month. Single family residents only throughout the whole county. And then I really broke it down by increments because a lot of you are coming in the summer. We're taking a look at properties. We're going to evaluate, things as you come into the area, and we're going to research properties for you. But a lot of you reach out and say, what can I get in the 600 range or 700 or 800? And I'm going to point out some things for you localized here in the area, in the county, by price points and brackets. So hopefully this will help you out as you're researching the area and trying to figure out if this is going to be a place for you here in California, Central Coast, San Luis Obispo County. So let me bring up some numbers for you because as we know, the numbers don't lie, and we're going to take a look. All right, so here's our breakdown for April 2023. And we took, again, single family residents, everything in the county. So for April, our total was 145. The lowest price was 355, and the highest priced for the month was 3,150,000. All right, so again, here's our average price point, 1,071,288, and our median was 925. So the average is all of the properties taken divided by the number of solds, and that's your price. And then the 925 is directly the middle, out of all the homes, right in the middle, what sold at that price. So let me break this down for you a little bit more. I thought this would be interesting for you. So between the 300 to 600 price point, because that's kind of a bigger chunk, there's not too many. There's actually 22 homes sold between those price points. So the lowest price was in Shandon, California, which is up North County. A lot of these are North County up here. Then you have one in Oceano, Paso Robles. So those are in the 400. Then we jump to the 500 range here. Let me do this for you here. So here's the 500 range right here. That sale was in Atascadero. So from, you have 500 to 600 here. You landed at 599, the last sale in Bradley, and that's also in North County, kind of tucked away. So, we only had one in Apomo. As you see, nothing in San Luis Obispo is in this category bracket, price point bracket of 300 to 600. So again, just trying to educate you a little bit of what's selling and what price points and what locations within the Central Coast here in San Luis Obispo County. Okay, so now let's go to 600 price point. So in the 600 price point bracket from 6 to 7, there was 14 homes sold. And again, we're in April. So the first one started off right here at 610. And that was on the market for quite a few days here, 119. And that was in Los Osos. So this one obviously had some issues, or the design of it, the floor plan, it was only 1,138 square feet, and the lots was super small, 3,000 square feet. So this one's actually at a higher price point per square foot. So again, so we have 14 home sales, not a whole lot, right, in the 600 range. And with the interest rates and what your payment's going to be, if you're only going to go FHA at 3% down, your payment's going to be quite substantial, around, it could be around $3,000 when it's all said and done, if you're not going to put in your 20% down. So being that, rents are about baseline at a 3,000 here for our county, it's not a bad price point to maybe seek out, and you're just going to have to give a little, on what you're going to get. All right, so let's go to the next price point, 700 to 800. And in April of 2023, we had 17 homes that sold in this price point. So what I wanted to point out in this price point, 700 to 800, is 2 properties actually sold in San Luis proper at this price point, okay, in April. So the first one was right here, 1335 Cavalier Lane. Now I'm leaving this up here too, because you can always go to the Google search bar and type in this address and take a look in more detail. But this was a 1978, sold in April, end of April, took 126 days to sell. 1,221 square feet on a 6,650 square foot lot, 7025. Okay. Now, as I'm making these videos, you can tell me, do you want to see what these look like? I can bring those up later on. Right now, I'm just really trying to give you the data of price points and where things are at in this price point, because a lot of you reach out to me and say, well, I'd like something for about 700 in San Luis, walking distance to downtown, single story, and 2,500 square feet, 2225. Well, that's a tall order. So, and I'm just giving you the information. So I just want to be realistic with you, and as you're, doing your search, because this is a big deal. This is your time and your money. Okay, so then we're going on here again. I said how many in this price point was, so in the 700 range, we have 17 between 700 to 800. And I just wanted to kind of show you what that looked like. Here we have Arroyo Grande, Paso Robles, Arroyo Grande, Paso Robles, Grover Beach, Paso Robles. And then look at the prices per square foot. They vary. Of course, as you know, everything's location. If it's a great location, then it's going to go fast. I mean, take a look at these last sales here. 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, 7 days, 28 days, 6 days, 3 days. So when people say that the market's slowing down and things aren't moving, I mean, here's the information for you as you're preparing to perhaps maybe buy in the area. This is what's trending now. Okay, this is April. So again, we said, how many homes? 17 homes in the 700 range. Let's go up to the 800 range. This is kind of a pretty well sought out. So the last sale in this bracket, the 7, was 792,255. And this was in Atascadero, built in 1991. So the first sale we jump in is at 800, that sold in 4 days in Arroyo Grande on Applegate. That's a really nice street, so that went quickly. And again, 3 bed, 3 bath, 21 to 78 square feet, and more acreage obviously on this one, 800,000. So in this 800 bracket, we ended up having, let's see, where are we? 15 sales in April, 15 sales in the 800 range throughout the whole county. So remember that it's not one specific area. So again, I'm just trying to go slow on these so that you can really digest, because I don't know what areas you are targeting. So this first sale started in Arroyo Grande. The next one was in Creston, sold in 30 days for 810. Then we jumped to 813, and that was in Paso. Atascadero at 825. So here's a San Luis sale, first San Luis sale on Grave Street, San Luis 1950, sold in April 21st, 4 bed, 1 bath. There's, that's a kicker. Still sold in 2 days, 1,305 square feet, 1,305 square feet, 6,000 square foot lot, 850. Okay. So that's 1,300 square feet at 850. So now we're jumping up to 867, 868, 870. That's Los Osos, Paso Robles, San Luis Obispo. And then we go to Morro Bay, 875, sold in 3 days. And that's, of course, Morro Bay is very well sought out. And as you can see, we don't have a lot of sales in Morro Bay. So when they come up and it's a good buy, they're going to go. This is 1989, sold the beginning of April, 3 bed, 2 bath in 3 days. 1962, that's pretty good square footage. And take a look at the size of the lot, 2,400 square feet. That's the size of the lot. And that sold for 875. Okay. So let's see where we end up and what price point. So we end up in this bracket on a home in Atascadero that took 218 days to sell, 1,900 square feet, a lot of acreage, adored 893. Okay, so now we jump into our 900 bracket in San Luis Obispo County. Let me scroll up a little bit here so I'm not making you nauseous. So here we're starting the first sale, Atascadero, North County. And this sold at the end of April, 3 bed, 4 bath, 52 days on the market, a little bit more than usual, 1,981 square feet, more acreage. So that went out the door at 900. So again, look at these days on market, 0, 4, 7, 8. This one was, so Bradley, so this was either, so it was on the market for 191 days, then it expired, then it came back on. And this could have been timing or anything of why it took so long, or they started higher, which it doesn't tell me where they started off here. But anyways, this went out the door at 950. It took a little bit longer. So here we are, some more priced at 950, 955, 960. Again, one in San Luis. Here's our other one in San Luis proper, 2022. So this is new construction. So that this is a whole different product here, you know, and slow. So we have new builds, new construction. So you can always reach out for lists on that. I've got contacts at all of the building sites. So then we go to Los Osos. Here's one that went in 15 days, 955. Pismo, this is on Canyon Lane. Pismo, newer construction, obviously 2023, 21 square feet, 3-bed, 3-bath, and that one went out the door at 960. Then we end here on Margarita. This one went pretty quickly as well, 5 days. Yeah, there was a couple that were on that street. 1051 Margarita, 1989. It was dated, needed a lot of love, but it's a good street and it was a lot of square footage, and the lot is 20,200. That's a bigger size, lot that we have for our area, especially for Grover Beach. So that one, even with everything it needed, 2-story, it had a very steep driveway, 997. So that's where we end in that bracket. And so in the 900 range in April, we had 14 sales throughout the county. Now we're going to go from 1 million to 1.2, because that's usually the brackets. When I get calls from you out there, you're usually saying, okay, 1.2 max, and then it goes from 1.2 to 1.5. So I'm going to do from 1 million to 1.2 in April. We had 22 homes sold throughout the county. So again, just depending on where you are targeting, this should help you out to some extent as you're doing your research. So the first sale at literally $1 million out the door, April 13th, was in Atascadero. So 4-bed, 3-bath went in 4 days, 2,772 square foot home, 79,715 square foot lot. So that was a kind of a smoking deal at 360.75 a square foot. So again, just realize that the market here is so hyper localized that you really have to take each town, where they're located, what it's offering. And this is what I'm hoping this will help you with as you're doing your research. So let's jump to the other $1 million sale that happened in Atascadero on Old 14401 Old Morrow Road, 1973 build, sold the same day. 4-bed, 3-bath, was on the market for 245 days. Smaller square footage, a whole lot of acreage at 501 a square foot. All right, so that's Atascadero. So let's first sale here in Slow, San Luis Obispo, 1925 for April 7th, 2003, beginning of April. 2-bedroom, 3-bath, sold in 5 days, 1,380 square feet. See the difference? And look at the size of the lot, 1,800. So, and that went for 1,000,220. Perfect example of location differences in pricing. Okay. So as you can see, this is what you're going to come across. And, sometimes you're scratching your head about it, but this I'm hoping will help you out. Again, another one in Slow in escrow in 4 days, another one in Slow in 4 days. One was built in 2015, one in 1983, relatively same square footage here, 1,600, and then we have 1,400, pretty relative in size of the lots, 5,000 and 6,000, and price points right in there. One went out the door for $1,031,000 and one for $1,049,000. Again, Google the street names so you can maybe take a little bit more research of the interior and location. Okay, so then again, so we had how many here? 22. Let's see where we ended up. The last sale before we get to the 1.2 mark was this one right here. Oh, Avila, 1960 Songbird Street. Avila, built in 2001, went at the end of April. 3-bed, 3-bath, went in 2 days, 1971 square feet. The lot was 4,000. 117 sales from 1.2 to 1.5 throughout the county. So we start off right here at this one that went out the door at the 1.2. And this was 595 Mirabella Lane in Arroyo Grande. 34 days on the market, 2250 square feet. So that's where it starts off. Then we go to Napomo for 1.2, Rover Beach for 1.2, Newport. That was a nice one. 4-bed, 3-bath. Took a little while to sell. 3,000 square feet, and a little bit bigger than most lot size at the 7670. And then we have Slow here at 1.260, 1467 Boxwood in San Luis, 1989. 4-bed, 3-bath, sold in 9 days, 2146 square feet. So that's a little bit bigger. That's what most of you are liking out there, and a 6,000 square foot lot. So that's kind of a very much a tract home size. Now, again, here's 2690 Shetland Place. This is in our up in the East Finger Roads in Arroyo Grande, very well sought out. That went out the door in 1 day, 3-bed, 3-bath, 2616 square feet, and 431 square foot lot at 1289725. So that one was very desirable and went quickly. So here we are. We're going to our 17 homes between 1.2 and 1.5. So look, we see this bunch between 1298, 1313. That's Morro Bay, Atascadero, Cayucas. Here, finally, we get one in Cayucas, 1325. What does that look like, or what does that give you? That's on 2017th Street in Cayucas, 1950. 2-bed, 2-bath, went in 4 days, 1,431 square feet, 3,000 square foot lot. Wow, let's take a look at that price per square foot. $925.93. Again, it is location, destination, price points. They just vary. They are all over the place depending on the city, how close you are to the water, the location factor, all those things. So you really need to reach out to somebody here. So at 1325. So that is Cayucas. And let's keep going on down. So we have lots of sales in that price point. Then here's from 1.4 to 1.5. So we end at this last home here in Templeton, 2775 Lichen Place, built in 1977. 4-bed, 3-bath, sold in 6 days. Look at all these days and how fast these sold right above that. Okay, all on this price point. 3,755 square feet. Am I on the right one? No, I'm not. 2,260 square feet, lots of acreage, 652.65 a square foot. And it went out the door at 1,475. So that's the last sold between before the 1.5 mark. All right. So again, just take a look at these numbers as we're going through them, just to kind of give you some more, really good detailed information. So now we're going to go from 1.5 to 2 million in San Luis Obispo County. In April, we had 16 sold. 16 sold between this price point. So we started off at this one here in San Luis Obispo, built in 1959. And this was on Alrita Street, and 3-bed, 3-bath, sold in 7 days, 1,672 square feet, a 10,000 square foot lot, a little bit bigger, 912 square foot, 1526. There's a desirable, area, and that hence the price. So here we are with 1.5. That's where we started in this bracket. Then it went to Pismo. Then we have Templeton, Arroyo Grande. This was 2 properties. That's also something that a lot of you are inquiring about. This one took a while. It had tenants, and it just had a lot difficulty showing. It had a lot going on. I think they started higher too, and then it ended up going at 1560. But this was a pool, 2 homes. I think they had some things going on with septic. That's something that you also have to think about with these acreage properties. So anyways, this took a little bit longer. So there you are at the 1560. And then we have all these sales, Los Osos, 1.6, Pismo, 1720 on San Luis Avenue. So that's right downtown. Then we have Arroyo Grande on Wasna, built in 2008, 3-bed, 5-bath. Took a little, few months here, 51 square feet, and a lot of acreage here. And that was at 1750. So then we go down to the 2 million mark, and here we end up at the 19885 sold. So let's take a look at that one, and I'm going across. So that's Templeton, and that was at 1440 Ridge Road, built in 1998, sold at the end of April. So again, was on the market for 241 days, expired, got a new agent, or they just kept continuing. So 19 days after they got it back on, sold. So that was the last sale in our area at ending at the 2 million. And so now we go from 2 million to the 2 million mark up to the 3. We only had 6 sales in April. So we started off at the 2,015,000. What does that get you? That was in Morro Bay. 2792 Indigo Circle, Morro Bay, built in 2007. 3-bed, 4-bath. Took a while, 121 days, 2714 square feet, 10,000 square foot lot. Not that big, not that small for us. And that it went out the door at 2,015,000. Then the next one is 2,025,000, and that was San Luis, the Country Club, 194 Country Club Drive, San Luis. It's always well sought out, built in 1989. Again, that was 5-bed, 4-bath, went up, 8 days on negotiating, 3580 square feet. That's a nice size house, and that lot 17,250. So real nice. It's real good per square foot there at the 565.64. So that is Country Club. We did have this big one on Strand, 1839 Strand Way. That's right in Oceana, where you can ride your vehicles on the beach or literally on beachfront here on the Strand. And this one took 86 days, 3-bed, 2-bath, 86 days, 1850 square feet. Look at that size lot, 3,000. And that went out the door at 2,500,000. Yeah. So per square foot, that's just crazy. That's just how it breaks down. So then our next sales are in Arroyo Grande on Savada, very popular Finger Road as well. Took a little bit longer because it was a higher price point, 2.9. I'm not sure if they started higher as well, but that took 34 days, took a month, for that price point. That's not shocking. And then the next one on Beachcomber, 147 Beachcomber. I've talked and did a video about this one because it was just, Superior, one of the Superior streets in Shell Beach, which is north of Pismo. 4-bed, 4-bath, out the door in 1 day, 337.59 square feet, 7,100 square foot lot, views from your master, walking distance to the beach, and your own little park area, 2,950. I know they had multiple offers on that one. Paseo Ladera, again, that was a beautiful home, 1273 in Arroyo Grande. And they had put it on the market. I believe they took it off. Yeah, and this has a pool, unobstructed views, real more contemporary, and that went out the door at 3,100,000. And there's nothing that could be built in front of it. So, and it had a little wine grates alongside it too. Harbor Lights, obviously Avila, always prime location there. So this one went out the door in the beginning of April. This one took a long time. I think it was just the side of the street it was on and things like that, because others came on the market and also sold before this one. This one stayed on the longest on that same street. So this is a 4-bedroom, 5-bath, lot size 16,540, which is good for up there. And that went out the door at 3,150,000. All right, so let's just break it down. Again, here's April 1st, 2023 to April 30th, 2023. And I also wanted to show you average days on market are 50. So that's average, taking everything and dividing it by the number of the solds. That's the number we get there. But the median really is 11 days. So, again, you're hearing the news that things aren't moving and all this stuff. This is what's really going on. This was April. So now we're going to bring up May, and this is where it gets good. So buckle up. All right, so if you're finding this information of value, be sure and give us a like. It helps other people just like you that are looking for the information. it gets it in front of them, helps the algorithm. Subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and then leave me a comment. What are you thinking of these prices so far? We're going to get to the next segment here. Still going to unpack the rest of it and wait till the very end. There's going to be more videos that you can take a look at. And again, leave us a comment. Let me know if you want more information pertaining to these price points, or anything else, anything about any other area around here. We would love to hear from you. So you just got to reach out, give us a call, text, email, day, evening, weekends. It doesn't matter. So here is our next segment. I got my notes over here because I've just got the screen up here for you. So we are going to compare the April to May. What has been happening? So again, there was an uptick around the springtime. Summertime's always the hottest time. Now, if interest rates go down, which they're predicting they can or will at the end of the year, then there could be another wave of a frenzy. It's just crazy. Right now, people are saying things aren't moving because the rates are high. And look at what I'm showing you. So last month, the total sales were 145. Look at where we're at here, 241 for the month of May, 241. That's a 66.2% increase in sales. Okay, so when you're hearing that negative stuff about our area, whether you want to buy here or sell in San Luis Obispo County, these are the numbers, these are the facts. So let's take this and check it out. 96 more homes sold. So again, 66.2 increase in sales. And I'm going to compare these all for you. Now, what's going to skew kind of the average, like I talked, so just take note here, the highest priced property was $8,500,000 in San Luis Obispo County compared to April, which was $3,150,000. So that kind of skews the numbers a little bit because you got that higher price point. But wait till you see how we break this down again. So let's break it down again like we did last time. So between, well, I did between 300 and 600 in April, but actually in this month, there was a lower priced home on Jupiter in Apomo, an REO, for $242,500. Now, this is actually a mobile home that's considered an SFR, single family residence, because it got a permanent foundation on it. So that one, I don't know, I wouldn't really, some people are real picky about that. But anyways, for our purposes, it's there. So last month was 22 homes sold between the 300 and 600. Now here, 36. So we went from 22 to 36. So there's an increase between this price point and the lowest price being $242,500. This is where we really had to take it off of there. I'm going to take off the mobile home because it was in such bad shape. So we end up here, and you end up here at the 600 mark. And the last home sold here was in actually Bradley again. So that, out in the boonies over there in North County, 1973, sold in the middle of May in 10 days, 1,352 square feet. And the lot size was 5,300. So that was 600. So, I mean, this bracket here is literally, if we go down here, here's North County, Paso, Oceano, you got one. Paso, Atascadero, Oceano, Paso, Atascadero, Grover Beach, Paso, Creston, Arroyo Grande, Grover Beach. And this one on Newport was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, sold in 8 days for 1,031 square feet. And that sold at $550,000. So, take this column right here is the square footage of the actual properties. So, this is just the stuff that you have to take a look at when you're trying to get it to the area and you have a vision of what you think you can get. And this is the reality of what is actually selling here. So this is what I'm just trying to get across, because I'm getting a lot of my investors, a lot of people that just want to get their foot in the door over here. And we just need to see the reality of what price points are getting you what in what locations. So that's the purpose of this, to try to help you out as you're trying to really get your grasp on what's going on here on the Central Coast. So for example, look at this little guy right here, Tiger Tail, 325 Tiger Tail Drive in Arroyo Grande, built in 1976, sold at the end of May, 2-bed, 2-bath. And these are these twin homes. They're considered single family residents, but they're attached. And some people aren't familiar with that or don't like that, I don't blame you. It's all preference. But that went out the door in 8 days. These types of homes are popular, and this is actually a 55 and older community here. But that's going to get you a little over 1,000 square feet on a 4,592 square foot lot, and that's at 550. And that's very well sought out. And then we go to that little place on Newport here in Grover, and that was that 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and that sold at 550. Completely different home, right? Now here's in Paso, 1445 Stony Creek Road, Paso Robles, built in 2001, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, went out the door in 2 days, went into escrow. And this is 1,687 square feet on a 3528 square foot lot, and at 550. So do you see in that 550 range, like what the differences are in the different areas? That's the purpose of this video. So then let me know what other information is helpful to you, or what else I can bring to your attention to help you as you're researching the area. Now, look at how much more variety here in the 500 range. Paso Robles again, you have a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,300 square feet, went in escrow in 3 days, 6,000 square foot lot, out the door at 560. Cambria, so here's the little place in Cambria, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 504 square feet, and a 1,750 square foot lot for 582. Hence again, difference in location. Not a lot comes up in Cambria, especially in this price point. So that one, I mean, you really had to really want it, and you had to compromise or be a little bit more flexible is a better way of putting it on the square footage, because you're just trying to get us a little something in the cute little town of Cambria, which is one of our scenic beach areas. So then we jump to Oceano, 1823 Beach Street, Oceano, built in 1991. This is a 3 bed, 2 bath, 3 days on the market, 1,208 square feet, pretty reasonable, not terribly small, but I know it's a little tight for some people. And that's a 1,208 square foot lot, and that went out the door at 588. Okay, so now, so here we end at the last property before you get to the 600 mark, and surprisingly enough, that is actually in San Luis Obispo. That's 84 Del Oro Court, built in 1974, 2 bed, 2 bath, 1,002 square feet, of 4,000 square foot lot, and that went at 599, 0 days on the market. They probably already had, you know, just like all of us, we have our buyers, and if they have the listing, you know, you could put that puppy together, or someone in the office, cash buyer, that sort of thing. So now we jump into the 600 range. So what did we have last month in the 600 range? We had 14 sales in the county. This month of May, 32 between 600 and 700. So that literally doubled, right? So that's kind of a cool thing, you know, but again, they just all go fast. Look at the days on market. I mean, not very long days on market. The first one, 600, was in Atascadero, 5265 Cabrillo Avenue. Built in 1957. This was right at the beginning of May. 3 bed, 2 bath, 6 days on market, 1,232 square feet. The lot was nice, over 1,300 square feet. Again, you know, we're very ADU proactive here in the county. So, and being Atascadero, they aren't too strict on your short-term rentals. You could do midterm rentals. So you could literally build something, and you're talking about 600 price point. I mean, you know, that's a pretty good opportunity for someone to try to get their way over here. Now that's North County, Atascadero. So then we go to 609 in Paso Robles, and that's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, out the door in escrow 2 days, 16 square feet, 7,500 square foot lot, very decent. And there you are at 609. So again, we have a lot of different areas. There was one in Cambria for 629. That's pretty rare, you know, 2 bed, 3 bath, 1,063 square feet, and a 3,000 square foot lot. So you can see they're smaller in Cambria. So again, we're going down the list here, and there was just a lot. There's Paso Robles at 645, Atascadero at 649, 650. We had a few in the 650 range. Tascadero, Cayucas, Morro Bay, Nipomo. This one in Nipomo was on Scarlet. So that was a little tiny home, one of those real condensed little properties. Yeah, because look at the size of the lot, 2914, so real small. But yeah, that's the only one in Nipomo in this. Well, we got 1, 2 here, 3 in actual Nipomo, in this 600 to 700 range. So again, it's just, you know, taking a look at what's around. Here are the towns, and then here's the year they were built, the day they were sold, bedrooms, bath, days on market, square footage, lot size per price per square foot, and what they sold at. So, you know, we had a really good month to be able to provide 600 to 700 bracket. Now let's go to our 700 price point bracket here. So in April, we were in the 700 bracket between 7 to 8, 17 homes. And in this May, there was 27 homes sold in this. So that was 10 more homes in a month's time, more available in this price point and that actually sold. So the first one's at 710 North County, 1762 South Fork Place in Paso Robles, 1984, 3-bed, 3-bath, sold, went into escrow in 13 days, 1811 square feet, very decent size, nice size lot at 12,000. Look at that price per square foot, $392.05. So that went out the door at 710. All right, so then the next sold is in Paso for 710. The next one's in Arroyo Grande at 725. Now Creek View, these are more high density housing, real smaller lots. Real cute though, and more modern. This was built in 2010. 3-bed, 3-bath, 1458 square feet on that. Look at, see the lots real small, 2422, and that one at 725, but newer, pretty dialed in. So that's South County area. So again, differences in housing and what is offered. So now we have a nice chunk here in the 700 range. So we have Paso, Crescent, Paso, AG, Rio Grande. Now look at, compared to Paso, there are a little bit more days on market. Down in South County, they're kind of flying off. 4 days on the market, 1 day on the market. Well, that's a Tascadero. And then Grover Beach, 3 days on the market. And this is in that like 750 bracket here. So that's a very well sought out price point. But yeah, we had some good opportunities here. So again, just take a look at some of these, and, you know, more sold in May than April in this price point here. So it's 800 bracket now. So from 8 to 900, we had 15 sales in April, and we had from 8 to 900, we had 33 sales. So that actually doubled as well. So there you go, 8 to 9, 33 sales. And let's see where we started off here. On our first sale at 800 was on 515 Fresno Avenue in Morro Bay. 3-bed, 2-bath, 1460 square feet on an 8,000 square foot lot. That's where we started our first 800,000 sale. Then we jumped to Nipomo, Elvira, 139 Elvira Way, Teddy Bear Homes, perched up in Nipomo, pretty much a tract home subdivision, built in 2002, 4-bed, 2-bath, you know, went in escrow in a day, 17 square feet, not bad, 6,000 and more and plus square foot lot at 800,000. Then we go to Los Osos. Here's another one, 355 Highland Drive, Los Osos, built in 1954, 2-bed, 2-bath, went into escrow in 6 days, 1,020 square feet on an 11,000 square foot lot. And that went out the door at 800. So then we go on down. So we have sales throughout the whole county, you know, different, again, square footage, different lots. Look at this one in San Luis, new construction, San Luis Ranch, you know, built in 2022, 3-bed, 3-bath. These are 2-story, 1610 square feet. The lot's 2,400. Brand new construction though, 820. So that's where this is at. Grover Beach, Mentone. This one took a while. I had clients looking at this one. 1837 square feet, 6,625 square foot lot, 822.5 out the door. There's our whole, we got a lot within this price point. So again, if you're looking, this could be a good price point if it would work for you. Then we have in our 900 range, we start here, but the last one that sold at 890 was in Paso Robles, 2618 on Vineyard Circle, built in 2002, 4-bed, 2-bath, 10 days on the market, 1870 square feet, 10,000 square foot lot, went out the door at 890. All right, so let's go to our next bracket at 900. The 900 range for the month of April was 14 sold. In the month of May, 24. So we doubled in that price bracket as well. So 907.9 is where we start here. That was on 219. Wait, let me see. Yeah, 219 Oakwood Circle, Arroyo Grande. So this is a nice gated community. They do have an HOA, but it does pencil out once you do figure out the insurance, the exterior, all those things. It's like almost $400, but as a tennis court, clubhouse, beautiful setting, 3-bed, 3-bath, 4 days on the market, 2679 square feet. The lot size was 3123 and went out the door at 9079. Look at that price per square foot. It's really nice there at 338.90. But you have that HOA. All right, so then we go on. You could have also picked up this one at 115 Holly Way in Pismo, 3-bed, 2-bath, and that was 1374 square feet and a nice 6,500 square foot lot, and went out the door at 908. This is Toucan Terrace, really nice little subdivision as well. They have a clubhouse too. These seem to do really nicely too. Good school district. Okay, so then we've got all these. So you've got stuff in Paso, Arroyo Grande, Paso, Templeton, Arroyo Grande, Napomo, San Luis. Here's a slow. These are new construction. Earthwood Lane and slow, built in 2023 and 2022. 1,700 square feet, 1,900 square feet. Lot sizes are relatively the same. And one sold for 939, 535, and the other one 944, 131. So that's new construction. So you could maybe get something in the 8 still, and then we're pretty much pushing in the 9s now. So the last one that sold in this 900 bracket was in Atascadero, 11170 Eliano Street, built in 2015, 4-bed, 4-bath, on the market for 5 days. Look at these single digits on the days on market. And that's 2424 square feet on a 7818 square foot lot, 996. All right, so let's jump into our $1 million to $1.2 million bracket in the county. So 14 were sold in May, and let's see, 22 were sold in April. So that actually went down, and it could have been also how many were available in that price point and what did they look like, or what did they have to offer, what were the amenities. So we went down in that price bracket. And so we started here. The first one that sold is actually in San Luis, 1650 in Cordova Drive, built in 1983, 3-bed, 3-bath, 6 days on the market, 1943 square feet, 8280 square foot lot, went out the door at $1.5 million. Again, type this address into your Google search bar, and then you can get the pictures and then do the where it's located within San Luis, and that'll help you kind of determine, okay, that's what I can get for $1 million in slow. Is it going to work for you or not? The next one jumps up to $1,025,000. That was in 1165 Osage in Napomo, built in 1988. So Napomo, South County, 5-bed, 3-bath, 5 days on the market, 2,058 square feet. Now here you go. Here's the difference. Look at that lot size. You've got 43,560, right? That's an acre. So there we go. So Osage, so that's a difference in what you can buy around this price point between San Luis and Napomo. There's a really good example of seeing the difference in what towns are going to offer what and at what price. Okay. So here we go in San Luis. 536 Hathaway Avenue, built in 1939, 3-bed, 3-bath, 1618 square feet, and then, you know, a little bit over 6,500 square foot lot, $1,025,000. This one in Grover on North 2nd. Oh yeah, this was a hot one, $899. I think she had like 12 offers over the weekend. It went on the market on a Thursday afternoon. She had 11 offers. Not much goes on the market in this on this street in Grover Beach, and also with views and this type of size. So this was in May, 2316 square feet, 9,000 square foot lot. It had ocean views. It needed some TLC, and they started, I know this one was priced at $899, and it ended up being sold at $1,027,000 and had multiple offers. So let's move on down. You've got something on in 64 La Garza, Pismo. That's Pismo over by across from CalFresh, 5 days on the market, 2617 square feet, 8,000 square foot lot, $1,042,000. So yeah, so we've got some good opportunities here all over the county. Again, just depending on what it is you're looking for, we would have to see what's available and what would work for you. So here's a good example of what's available at Berry Gardens. This is in Arroyo Grande. This is 1486 Blackberry Avenue with single story. This is a very well sought out subdivision as well. Built in 2003, 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,035 square feet, 6,000 square foot lot, and then it went out the door at $1,045,000. $1,145,000, yes. So do we end at the 1.2 mark? The last sold at the 1.2 mark was right here at the 1,195. And that was actually at 1334 Kentwood Drive, San Luis, built in 1959, 3-bed, 2-bath, 16 days on the market, 1,471 square feet, 59 square foot lot, 1,195. So that's where we benchmark our, you know, 1 million to 1.2. So now we're going to go from 1.2 to 1.5. In May, we had 21 homes, and in April, we had 16. So actually, we had a few more sales in the month of May in that 1.2 to 1.5 bracket. Okay, so let's see here. So we're going to start off and what actually hit the market here, or what actually sold. So this sold at 1,205. And that was Atascadero, 2125 San Fernando Road, built in 2022, 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,485 square feet, lots of lot size here, acreage. So that's, you know, that sounds like a really good buy in Atascadero. So then the next one is at Cypress Ridge Golf Community in Arroyo Grande, 872 Cypress Ridge. Arroyo Grande, built in 2002. You know, Cypress Ridge is a golf community, gated, 3-bed, 4-bath, went out the door in 3 days, or in escrow in 3 days, 2,354 square feet, decent size, nice size lot. And that's at 1.210. Okay, so there's some examples there for you. And then we go to Morro Bay, Napomo. So we've got plenty of opportunity. Here's one in Cambria, 6245 Somerset Way in Cambria, 3-bed, 2-bath, you know, in escrow in 5 days, 1,800 square feet and change, 8,700 square foot lot. That's a nice size lot for Cambria, and 1,385. Again, so as you can see, a lot of these are going relatively quickly. So 960 Fresno Street, this one, 61 days. It needed a lot of work. It was a different type of floor plan, but it still went out the door at 1,330 because it's up in the Pacific Heights in Pismo Beach, away from downtown. So, you know, those are just factors that you need to kind of evaluate as you're doing your research. All right, so the last one that ends, we had 2 that ended at the 1.5 mark. Both of them in Templeton. So you've got both of these in Templeton, 210 Foxdale, Templeton, 4-bed, 2-bath, 33 days on the market. The other one was 34 days on the market, 2,097 square feet. The other one was 2,222 square feet, 43,560. There's an acre. There's 109, you know, square feet. It's a lot of acreage. And they both went out the door at 1.5. All right, so 5 and 2 million mark, we have 16 solds in April, and we have 23 solds in the month of May. So the 2 million mark, we had 2 sales, one in Arroyo Grande at 272 Grace Lane, Arroyo Grande. That was a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3182 square feet, 18,000 square foot lot in Arroyo Grande, went out the door at 1950. And then you had one in Napomo at 1541 Mesa Road in Napomo, built in 2016, 3-bed, 4-bath, 2810 square feet, 2180 square foot lot at 1950. All right, so now we're jumping into our 2 million mark. So in April, 2 million, and the last was 2 million were 6 sales. And then over here in the month of May, you have 12 sales in the 2 million bracket to up to the 3 million. And then from the 3 million, you had 2 sales, and then you had the big one, the 8 million property, the $8 million property that sold. So in that 2 million mark, it doubled. There were 6 in the month of April, and then 12 in the month of May. And so we'll just take a look at that really quick. So 4640 Windsor Boulevard in Cambria, built in 1975, 4-bed, 5-bath, 2891 square feet, 6,690 square foot lot, 2.1. The next one was in Los Osos, 2786 Rodman, Los Osos, 4-bed, 4-bath. That went out the door, went in a score in 2 days, 3528 square feet, and a nice size lot at 15,000 square feet, 2,100,000 there. Then we have a couple sales in Napomo. That's usually Trilogy. That's a whole master plan out in Napomo. And then we have a Atascadero at 2.2. Then Templeton, 275. And what does that get you in Templeton? 4-bed, 4-bath, 14 square feet. Nice acreage. You know, you got a 78 square foot lot. Then you've got Arroyo Grande, Hurley Ranch. That was kind of out there, 3-bed, 4-bath, 3,200 square foot home, and 210 square feet. So that's a 2 million, 2.5. So yeah, again, we've got Arroyo Grande, Pismo's obviously going to be up there. They're at 2.6, 2.6. Cambria at 2.7, Paso 2.9. This one's obviously a lot of acreage here. So that's a definite specific buyer for that. And then you jumped up to Napomo on North Dana. That house has been on for quite a while. It's pretty big, 3,900 square feet, lots of acreage, and that was at 3.4. It's tucked away on North Dana. That's another master plan's coming out there. And then we had Paso Robles and Paso Robles. So it ends up to 3.5. The last, $3 million to $3 million home sold in the county in the month of May. And then this big whopper here. It says 0 days because the agent put it on the market, and she apparently had already the buyer. So she just put it for comparable sales for appraisers to use in the future. So this had, tons of acreage, pool, multiple units, multiple things on it. And it actually was seller finance. All right, so let's summarize April 2023 to May of 2023. So in April, the average days on market were 50. In May, 33. Median days on market in April were 11. In May, it went to 9. So it's cinching up on that. Now, our average price point in April, $1,071,288. Our average price in May was $1,063,561. Not a whole lot of difference, 6.2% increase in sales, but our price points are staying strong. Now, our median price point from April was $925, and it went to $874 in May. So it went down in May. So remember, we had a bunch in that 600 bracket than we did in April. So just a lot of good information for you to make that good financial decision as you're trying to make your way to the Central Coast. Specific numbers and specific price points to help you out as you're researching and making your way over here to the Central Coast. Sales are up. I don't know what you're hearing in the news, but the numbers are here. We just went through it. That's what's going on. I can't wait to see what June and July do. But if you're on the fence, this is what's happening. So if you're going to wait, things might increase. And if the rates do decrease, the frenzy will start up again. And you will just have to be really aggressive and maybe pay more later on down the road. So what the future brings, I don't know. It's still the Central Coast. It's very well sought out. I'm giving you the numbers. I'm showing you what's moving and how quickly it's moving, and where we're at here locally. So the only way that we can help you out is if you reach out, work with someone that's local, that gives you the good information that you need to make a good financial decision as you are trying to make your way over here. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.